Alright, let's get all of this going, shall we? I really struggled with how to do this Q&A. Like, do I put random pictures up? Do I put creepy picture stuff up? Do I stalk everyone who sent me pictures and put up pictures of them up or something? No. Yeah, my original idea of what I actually wanted to do isn't going to work since I don't have a really fancy video editing program, so I'm just going to post the questions that I get, I guess. Yeah, so let me make sure that I've got all these questions like saved in a separate file just in case I accidentally delete them all or something. Anyways, okay, so thank you to everyone who sent me questions. I got a lot more than I actually thought I would. I did have to combine a few of them since a few of you did send in questions that were the same, essentially, so I just sort of combined them, so instead of answering the same one over and over, I'll just say all of these people sent it to me. So, I'm going to read them pretty much in order of how I received them, so it'll be like a group of like all by one person or whatever, and yeah, so let's get down to this. Question number 1. I'm not going to actually number them. First question is by someone named JoeyVal717. And Joey asks, okay, so, out of these 3 powers, flight, telekinesis, and super speed, which one would you pick and why? I would pick flight, because I want my dragon wings in real life. Most of you know that that's my persona, is that it's me, and then I've got ginormous orange dragon wings. Not little tiny dinky bat wings. No, real dragon wings, big old ones. They're like a dark red-orange color, and they droop down to halfway between my knees and my butt. So, yeah. I would want them because I've always wanted to fly, and I've wanted wings for, goodness, since I was like 12 or something, so yeah, that seems like it would be perfect for me. The next one comes from someone named You Wanna Trip. What was the worst movie you've ever seen? Oh god. So the worst movie that I've ever seen is one of the free movies on YouTube here, and it's called Suburban Sasquatch. And I know certain one of you watching this right now is laughing his butt off, and yes. I watched it with Syndicate Sin, and oh god, our sides were splitting by the end. It was terrible. It was very laugh-worthy, but it was terrible. It was just bad CGI, pathetic, the actors were horrible, the Suburban Sasquatch was just, oh my gosh. Just go watch the movie, guys. It's on YouTube. If you search it, you'll find it. Yeah. Then you can come back and complain at me for having sent you to go do so. Alright. The next one's from an anonymous person. If you have received enough money to be able to not work ever again, what would you spend your life doing? I would still be working, honestly. I'd be doing jewelry to sell. I really love making jewelry. I have an online shop to sell them. I also make designer cans, which are storage cans for like pens, pencils, Q-tips, little knickknacks, thumbtacks, all that good junk. A lot of work goes into the cans, and they're wonderful, and they're available on my Store NB account. So if any of you want to check it out, just let me know, and I can send you guys the link so you can check it out. I think I do good work, I really do, and all my friends say that it's really good too, and I've got some very good frequent customers, which are also friends, but yeah. And I do personalized orders and stuff, but I do make people have a down payment on that first, because I've been screwed over many times by people saying, yeah, I want this, and then they order it, and then I make it, and then they just disappear and never pay for it. So after that happened way too many times, like a dozen times, not even kidding, I quit doing that unless there was, you know, a down payment. Anyways, what would I spend my life doing? I would make the jewelry stuff and all that to sell because I enjoy doing it and making people happy. I would cross stitch. I love to cross stitch. And I would also really like to be a stay-at-home mom. So obviously I'd have to get married first for that, but yeah. The next question also comes from another anonymous person. What would you change about your life if you knew you would never die? Nothing, because I quite like my life as it is. Except I just really wish that I were over in Wales with Alex, but you know, working on that. Next question, actually the next several questions come from Rose. First one from Rose. Describe yourself in 5 words. Rose, you are a butt. Oh wait, I'm supposed to describe myself in 5 words. Okay, undecisive, confused, crafty, helpful, loving, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's how I would describe myself. I don't know. How about you guys? Anyone watching? Leave a comment below and describe me in 5 words and see how it matches up with what you guys think about me. Next question. If you could ask a single person one question and they had to answer truthfully, who and what would you ask? So I've been thinking about this question ever since you sent this to me nearly a week ago. I still don't freaking know. I honestly don't. It's just like, I honestly don't know what question I would want to know the answer to the most. I guess jeez, I don't know. Alex, why do you still put up with me? That's what I would want to know. Truthful answer. Because, you know, because I'm in love with you, just, it's, to me, it's not, oh, hush up, phone, no, shush, phone, you, okay, sorry. It's just, I don't know why he still puts up with me after all of this, and like, you know, because you're in love with me isn't really an answer to me, it's just a cop-out, in my opinion, but, and maybe there isn't really an answer for that, it's just one of those things that is, and I gotta stop questioning, like, what I did so right to deserve such a wonderful guy like him. Next question. Would you break the law to save a loved one? Yes. There are very few true loved ones that I have, but yes, I would break the law to save them. Save their life, obviously. I mean, to save them from, like, you know, a test or something. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's just lame. Next one is also from Rose. What is the difference between living and existing? Living is to truly do what you want in life, to get out there and experience things, to travel if you can, to make friends, to be with friends, to make people smile and make yourself happy. existing is just kind of going through the steps each day, making sure that you eat something and do your homework if you're in school or whatever, and just kind of be an empty shell of a person, really. In the end, really, living is much better. I've been through both, and living is way, way better. Next one's also from Rose. What makes you smile? All of my friends and fans. Like, I'm over 5,000 subscribers. And when I first started out 2 years ago, I did not expect to get more than 10 subscribers. Like, not even kidding. And I got so many in the first month that it blew me away. And every day I wake up and, almost every day I've got at least one more subscriber, and it leaves me in awe every single day, because I'm just so happy that people are out there and that they've noticed me and that they enjoy the stories that I tell seemingly as much as I enjoy doing them for you guys. Next question, also from Rose. Rose, you're a butt. There's so many questions. What can you do today that you couldn't do a year ago? And the second part of the question is, what will you be able to do at this time next year? Well, what I can do today that I couldn't do at this time last year was proudly announce that I am engaged to the most wonderful man that I've ever met, which is Alex. What will I be able to do this time next year? Honestly, I don't know, but I'm hoping that it entails getting to say that I'm married, or very soon to be married. Working on trying to move to the UK. So, trying to get that done as soon as I can, because I just really, really want to be over there. Another one from Rose, because she's a great big butt. What do you want most out of life? Honestly, the only thing that I really, really want is to have a family with Alex. And I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. For as long as I can remember, I've always thought that that would be fun, to be able to just focus all of my time on making sure that my kids are properly raised up and taught manners, because there's so many people who don't know how to say please, thank you, excuse me. And it's just, I think more people need to be able to say that. My mom was a stay-at-home mom when I was a little kid, and I thought it was wonderful that she was, always there. So, last one from Rose. I hope this is the last one from Rose. Rose, you're a butt. If karma was coming back to you, would it help you or hurt you? It would help me. I do my best to live as a good person. Moving on. Syndicate Sin asks, 'cause that is what cool people do. Then what do uncool people do then? Well, firstly, your grammar is horrible, my friend. And it's not 'cause that is what cool people do, it's 'cause that is what cool people do. See, it's spelled differently. The way you spell it was C-U-Z, which, where I'm from, C-U-Z is an abbreviation for cousin, and what I use is C-O-S for cuz. So, it's tricky. Anyways, yes, that's what cool people do, is to correct your grammar. What uncool people do is slam the door in your face. They come into the trailer park at 2 in the freaking morning and blare their music out of their vehicle. They stand outside of your window after dark to listen to what you're doing. Uncool people take the last piece of pumpkin pie and not ask if you want to split it or if anyone else wanted it. Uncool people are the ones who blame others for their downfalls. And uncool people are any parents who tell their kids that they have ruined their lives, or that they're terrible, or that they wish they had never had them. Those kind of parents, including ones who beat or harm or scream at their children, need to have their parenting card taken away. That's what uncool people are. Actually, anybody who beats anyone. Verbally abusive, physically abusive, mentally abusive. Those are all uncool people. Syndicate Sin asks, what if rainbows didn't exist? How sad would you be? Well, see, the thing is, if they didn't exist, I wouldn't know that they could have ever existed, so I wouldn't actually be sad because I wouldn't know what I was missing out on. Another one from Syndicate Sin. If you could make a stupid shark movie, what would it be? I would not. Shark movies are way overdone, and yes, I do watch a bunch of them, but I would never make one because it's getting to the point where they're way too overdone, and they need to just stop now. Moving on, this next one is from Creepy Dark. Ooh, hello Creepy Dark. Okay, he asks, what would you do if you were the last person on Earth? Probably cry because I don't want to be the last person on Earth. Probably search everywhere to try and find if there's one more person. Hopefully a male so that we can, start the human race off again or something, but I'd probably travel as best as I could. Obviously I wouldn't be able to, fly or boat because I don't know how to do that, but yeah. I'd have a lot of dogs. That's what I'd do. Hamar Easy GUI guy, 12, asks, what is the craziest thing you would like to do before you die? I don't know. I used to say that I want a hand glide, but I really don't want to do that anymore because I very much prefer to keep myself at best of, not potentially dying. So I would never bungee jump, I would never skydive, I would probably never hand glide, even though I sort of want to. Honestly, there isn't really. I guess the craziest thing would be to climb a mountain, and not like a snow-covered mountain or anything. I don't do that crap, but like a normal mountain and touch a cloud? I don't know. Andrew Michael ST asks, if you were to live anywhere else in the world besides where you or your fiancé live now, where would it be? England. Loophole. Because my fiancé lives in Wales, I can safely say England. Robert Mason SF asks, since beginning the Encounter series, have you noticed an increase of encounters in your life? I would say maybe. It's a 50-50 because it sort of seems like it, but yet at the same time it doesn't, if that makes sense. I think it's just that I'm actually paying attention and trying to look for them now instead of just trying to ignore them like I used to. Because I'm sure there's been plenty of stuff in the past that I never actually paid attention to and remembered that would have happened. J Rocksteady asks, what's your favorite cartoon? Really, dude? Just one? Gosh, it's gonna be so hard to think of now. It's a tie. It's really, really a tie between Angry Beavers and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Emo Kitten asks, have you ever attempted to recycle old clothes? Yes, I have, my dear. I've actually done a lot of stuff. I've turned t-shirts into skirts, into purses. I know how to turn them into pillows, which I have yet to do, but I'm going to be doing. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. It's... shoot, I forgot her name. It's Megan... crap, I forgot her name. Her first name's Megan, though. And she wrote the Generation T books. There's Generation T, 108 Ways to Transform a T-Shirt. And then Beyond Fashion, which is 120 more ways to transform a t-shirt. I own both of them. They were about $15, I think, and they were totally amazing. I haven't used them that often, but I have, and I'm definitely going to be using them more in the future. It's 2 books that I will not be giving up when I move to the UK. I highly suggest her books because they're awesome, and I know a lot of people are into DIY stuff, and she's got like the most amazing things that you could possibly think of, and it's step-by-step, really easy to understand instructions. So I highly recommend them. Plus, if you have old t-shirts, like I used to go through a phase where everything I wanted to be like large and extra large, and I actually wear small, so now I can turn all of the big baggy shirts into really cute stuff. Another question from Emo Kitten is, what is your favorite craft to do? That actually varies. It'll rotate. Like currently, I'm into cross-stitching right now. I just got out of a phase where I wanted to do rainbow loom stuff a lot. And just before that, I was doing friendship bracelets. And before that, it was cross-stitching. So it varies a lot. I'll go through a phase, it'll be like 1 month where I obsessively do one thing, and then I want nothing to do with it for like 2 months or something. So it always rotates, and I've got a lot of stuff, but right now my thing is cross-stitching. One more from Emo Kitten. How did you meet your fiance? It's actually, I think it's a cute story. November of 2011, I started video blogging. Believe it or not, Paranormal Mango was actually supposed to just be this side for fun channel that I started in July of 2012. And so I had originally started out with the La Mango's Forever channel, which you can find from searching for Mango Mayhem. Anyways, it was like literally a couple days after I had begun video blogging. I was using a website called Daily Booth, which I don't know if any of you heard of it. I found it from Tobuscus because he had it, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll use this as like a networking thing to try and, you know, get my YouTube channel out there and stuff. I posted this picture on there. I was wearing Hello Kitty headphones, and I was kissing a purple and black Skullanimal stuffed animal. And Alex happened to be on the live feed at the time that it went up, and he commented on it saying that he was jealous of my headphones. And so I replied, because obviously, you know, I'm trying to get more subscribers and stuff at the time to try and get noticed, and we got to talking a bit, and we became friends really quickly, and he started watching my vlogs, and he liked them, and by December we were best friends, and by January he's actually to blame for my playing Minecraft because he bought it for me, and then mid-February was when he asked me to be his girlfriend. So that's sort of the shortened down version of it, because, you know, you only asked how we met, not like the whole life story thing. Joshua Arnold asks, do you think you would ever attempt a ritual pasta and post a video for Mango Encounters? Absolutely not. I don't do ritual stuff. I've done a few games which are like pretty much harmless games that I know are harmless from my childhood. But as for actually doing rituals and stuff, I'm not getting into that because I have enough encounter crap, as you guys well know, that I don't need to provoke them. I'm very well off without needing to draw more attention to myself. Horror asks, what you gonna be for Halloween? I would love to be a sheep, but unfortunately, I highly doubt that I'll be able to afford a new Halloween costume this year because the past couple years, the cheapest decent Halloween costume has been $60, which is ridiculous. Even at Walmart, they've been like $40 and up, which is still a lot of money for me. So I'm probably just gonna reuse an old Halloween costume that I've got. I've got a polar bear and an Eskimo, so I'll probably just use one of them. Another question from Horror. Have you ever let's try that again. Have you ever been to a known haunted spot? Examples are like Linda Vista or Winchester. Not worldly known haunted, but yes. Locally known. A lot of people know that the Midland Mall is haunted. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know how credible the source is. But I was told that the Midland Mall was built on old farmland of a farmer who refused to give up their land. And I can't remember if it was that he and all of his family wound up dead one day, or if they just waited until he died and then took it. But it's said that his ghost haunts the mall. Last one from Horror. What's scarier to you, ghosts and demons or humans? Honestly, humans, because there's so much crap and destruction that humans do, and it's ridiculous. Alex Dobro asks, have you ever thought of posting some online gaming videos like Slender Tubbies, One Night, etc.? Yes, and I already have some up. Some of you know about my gaming channel. It's called Mango Game Vlogs. If you search Mango Plays, you should be able to find me. I mostly do Minecraft on there, and I'm like horrible at this, but I do it anyways. I do have a scary game coming up, which is about middle of September. It's September 15th is when the first one will come out. I downloaded some free horror games. I downloaded some free horror games, and I'll be delving into them because some of them that I downloaded I know nothing about, and I'm just gonna hit record and see what happens. So it should be fun. So if you guys want to check it out, it's Mango Game Vlogs or Mango Plays. Anonymous asks, if you feel comfortable answering, what are your biggest turn-ons? No. Anonymous asks, what is a phobia that you have? I'm gonna be lame and just say I've got arachnophobia. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that. Llama asks, how many eggs are there? In all caps. And to this I say, 5, I counted. Wearing pants, just so you know. Now, on to probably my favorite set of questions that I got on this whole thing was from my friend Bison, formerly known as Andy Star, which a bunch of you may know him already. I've used his music a few times, and he's the one who did my outro theme on my video blogs. Anyways, Bison asks, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I ate her. She tasted delicious in my milk. Yep. Bison says, real question. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. That's your answer. Actual real question from Bison. Where do babies come from? The alligators. Real question from Bison. Why do fools fall in love? Because pants. Real question. Seriously. What is your favorite genre of books, film, and video games? I know it's a 3-part question, but hey, I had to, after all of the geese that you just chased to get here. Bison, you're a butt, but I love you so much. Okay, my favorite genre of books would have to be vampire harlequin romance. More specifically, Amanda Ashley. She's my favorite author, and I have so many books by her that it's like, oh gosh, but I still have more that I need to get because I don't have all of her books yet. I need to get more of them on the Kindle. Favorite genre of film would be horror. No surprise there, right? And favorite genre of video games. Puzzle. Or Tetris, really. Like match 3 type games. I love those kind of games. That's mostly what I end up playing. Stuff like that. Night Gallo asks, where are my cookies? They're in your pocket, silly. I slipped them in there when you weren't looking. RK421 asks, do you write any of your own stories? Now, I'm going to take this moment and be a butt and say, this was actually sent to me on the night that Mr. Creepypasta narrated a pasta that I've written. So I saw that he had posted it, and then I saw the question, and I was just kind of like, I giggled. I'm sorry, I giggled. Because, yeah. I have actually written a lot. I am a published author, actually. My book's not available currently because I'm switching publishers, but I'm looking into publishing through Amazon. My stories are posted on the creepypastanetwork.com. Well, it's creepypastanetwork.com. And also on my personal blog, which is paranormalmango.livejournal.com. I know it's a blast from the past, but I feel safer posting it there than I do on Tumblr or anything. So, you can check it out if you want. The link for that should be in the description. I hope I remember to put it in there. Anyways, where was I? Necroglitch asks, could we maybe play Minecraft together sometime? Absolutely. I have PC Minecraft, as I mentioned earlier, that Alex bought it for me. Alex and I have a personal server, which he has said that, you know, my fans from YouTube are allowed on there. There are a lot of rules on there. It's like common sense rules, like, you know, don't grief people's stuff, leave people's stuff alone, don't break their builds in the creative world, because there's 2 worlds in mine. You know, don't build too close to others' things, you know, stupid crap like that, which I had to put on because I've actually had a thing in the past where someone broke the spawner at a spawner trap, claiming they didn't know. So I have to have up a lot of like really simple rules that's common sense. You'll read them and be like, duh. Anyways, yes, we can totally play Minecraft together sometime. Message me, like inbox me on here, and give me your Minecraft username, and I will whitelist you. And that goes for anyone who wants to play on there. Just message me and send me your username, and I will whitelist you, and we'll all play wonderfully together. Anonymous asks, how old are you? I am 24 years old, believe it or not, which most people don't believe me. Anonymous also asks, what's your ethnicity? I'm not going to answer. No, I'm kidding. I'm Hungarian. I don't think that's exactly what they wanted to know, but I mean, I'm on camera a lot, so I mean, I'm white. I don't know what else you want to hear. I'm Hungarian, actually. I'm only the 4th generation in the United States from Hungary on my dad's side. Night Gallo again asks, whose butt is the best butt? My butt is the best butt because my butt is Alex. I call him a butt. No, I know what she means about it. And, Evil Black Bunny. She's got the booty. That's the bottom line. Evil Black Bunny got the booty. Now, the next set of questions is from my good, amazing, wonderful pal, friend, and big brother, because actually I claimed him as my big brother recently, the Creepy Messenger. He asks, are you happy? Yes, I am happy. Creepy Messenger asks, soup or no soup? Well, of course soup. It's always soup. Come on, man. Why would you even ask that? Messenger asks, how is our collaboration coming? I'm working on it, boy. I'm working on it. Trying to balance everything with, like, boxes and stuff, and our collaboration's kind of long, so as of right now, my attention span's not quite right for doing that. But I will get it done, I promise. Okay, Messenger also asks, if you could have 3 wishes, what would they be? I would wish that I could be in Wales, so that I can marry Alex. I would wish for a good paying job for both me and Alex. I don't know if that would count as 2 wishes or not. I'd say 1. Good paying jobs for both of us, so that we could get our own place. And I would wish... what would I wish? There's only 3. I would wish for more wishes. No, I don't think that's allowed. I'd wish for... to be able to adopt a child whose parents gave them up, saying that they didn't love the child, because I would want to be able to show the child that they will always be loved, and that no matter what happens in the past, that there's always going to be someone there for them. Alright, now I've got a short group of questions here that were duplicates from people's, like, okay, it looks like it's a bit messed up, but anyways. Okay. Both Night Gallo and Alex Dobro asks, what is your favorite video game / video games? Right now it's Minecraft. I also really, really like Plants vs. Zombies. Anything to do with Tetris. I play Animal Crossing. And I really love my Zumba game on my Wii system. And then Tetris Attack would probably have to be my all-time favorite, and that one's on my Super Nintendo. Because, you know, retro gaming, oh yes. Next one is from just Night Gallo. What is the hardest video game that you've played? Hardest video game. I'd have to say Race the Sun. This sounds a little ridiculous, but it's really hard, and I've yet to make it through the second region, so it's pretty hard for me. Lion Rar 2 and Alex Dobro ask, what's your favorite horror movie if you enjoy them? Yes, I enjoy them. Why does something smell like it's burning? Oh, that's outside. Anyways, what's your favorite horror movie? Oh gosh. Does a musical count? Because I really, really love Repo the Genetic Opera. I've seen it so many times I can like sing the entire movie. If musicals don't count, Clockwork Orange doesn't count as horror, does it? I don't think so. Secret Window with Johnny Depp. I love that movie. But then there's Salvage, which I've seen so many times too. It's so hard to narrow it down to just one. Lion Rar 2 asks, what's the scariest paranormal experience you've ever had? I don't know. Actually, it would probably have to be that one time at my birthday party with, no, maybe it would be the light in the woods. That floating light in the woods at the bonfire. Yeah, I think that would... No, because that one time at my birthday party scared me a lot more than that. But I can't tell you guys about the birthday party one because I haven't released that story yet in my Encounter series. So I think I'll do that next. For the next Encounter series one, I will tell you about the time at the birthday party. Okay, what's next? Where was I? Okay, Minecraft Marbles and Rumbell Will Rule the World both ask, have you ever been scared of a creepypasta? And if so, which one? Or, scariest pasta that you've ever read. Any of them that I've read myself haven't actually scared me. The one about the China doll kind of creeped me out a bit because while reading it, I realized that a lot of what was in it matched up with my actual true life experience from a long time ago. So that was really kind of scary to realize that, it wasn't just something made up by Coconut of Doom. But I think the scariest one that I've ever heard would be Easter Egg Snow on Mount Silver, read by Mr. Creepypasta. I love that one so much. I don't know why, but that one just creeps me out so badly. Anonymous asks, what got you into YouTube? Originally, what got me into YouTube was Caters17. Her channel is now Kate in Real Life. She's a video blogger. She's a beautiful young British woman who lives in the States, and she vlogs her everyday life. And after watching a ton of her vlogs, it made me want to share my life with people, so I started vlogging as well. And actually, I believe it was last year in the spring-ish time. I think it was last year. It was either that or the year before. I can't remember now. Shoot. No, I think it was last year in the spring. I actually got the chance to meet her in person. She and SMP Films had a meetup in Toledo, Ohio, and I got to go to it. And she hugged me, and it was the best day ever at that point, because it was like my life's goal to just be able to meet her and get, just 2 minutes one-on-one with her to let her know how much of an inspiration she is. And I was able to do that, and it was just the most wonderful thing ever. And I do have a picture of me and her together. It was actually when I had purple hair. But yeah. In SMP Films, when we were all walking around, he kind of he just sort of appeared next to me, put his arm around my shoulder, and he's like, I like your colors, girl. So they both made my day that day. It was wonderful. And the group that we hung out with wasn't that big, so it was nice to actually be able to, like, talk with them instead of being like, you know, wondering, will I even get to say hello because the group's too big or something. Emo Kitten asks, what made you start narrating? Mr. Creepypasta did. For a long time, my big brother Brian kept saying, you need to watch this channel, you need to watch Marble Hornets. And then finally I gave in and I watched it. And then I watched all of it. And then I decided I wanted to share my real life experiences. So I did just that. I'm trying to think. I created Paranormal Mango, fully intending on the Mango Encounter series, which at that time wasn't what I was going to call them. I just decided that I was going to share my encounters and stuff that happens, and if anything happened at the time, like as I was recording, you know. So that's, and then after watching all of Marble Hornets, I went looking for other Slender Man related videos, somehow stumbled across Mr. Creepypasta, and at first I was like, oh, this isn't like a documentary, this is just a story, but I kept listening, and I liked it, so I went to his channel and learned about creepypastas and spent like a week listening to all of his stories. Yeah, it was like a week. I have no life. I didn't sleep like at all. I just listened to everything. Anyways, and then I decided that I wanted to attempt to narrate as well. So I narrated the story Read, which is on the creepypasta.com, I believe it's on. And I did it with my little kid voice, which at the time I was like, yeah, I have a little kid voice, that's so awesome and stuff. Then I found out that like half of the female narrators have a little kid voice, and then I just sort of felt, oh, well, that's... yeah, and then I quit using it because people kept criticizing me for the voice, saying that it wasn't any good and stuff, so I don't use it anymore. But yeah, it was after listening to Mr. Creepypasta that I started narrating, and he liked my very first video, which I was like, oh my god. So that was kind of, that's how I got started out. And Creeps McPasta was my first friend in the community. After doing my first like 2 videos, I had written to him, Mr. Creepypasta, and the Creepy Dark, because in my mind those are the top 3. And I wrote to all 3 of them, and Creeps was the first one who wrote back. And then he was like, hey, add me on Skype so that we can talk and stuff. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then that's how I ended up meeting more and more people, and now I've got like so many narrator friends and all that stuff, and everyone's just so wonderful, and I love them. Almost everyone. But yeah. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I get a little long-winded here. Penguin and Evil Black Bunny both ask, what are your 5 favorite creepypastas of all time? 5 favorite creepypastas of all time. Easter Egg on Mount Silver. Shoot. Loop. No, not that one. Hello Molly. Hello Molly is a really good one. I narrated it a long time ago. I'm going to be rebooting it eventually. Speciesdropper.exe. That's a really good one. I love it. Evil Black Bunny narrated it. Another of my favorites is The Yellow Wallpaper, which is also narrated by Evil Black Bunny. It's like 45 minutes long, but I freaking love it. I've listened to it like 10 times. I'm probably gonna go listen to it again after I finish this. Dang, what would be my other favorite one? I know I've got a list of them, and I can't think of which ones I like the best now. I don't know. Darn it. I don't know. I guess I could go with Loop. The way that Bunny read Loop was just... Oh my gosh. It's really just... The ending of Loop, the way that she did it, just... It sends shivers down my spine every single time. And I just love it. And the ending of Yellow Wallpaper was just... She just put so much emotion into Yellow Wallpaper that it was just... It was amazing. That's all I can say, is that it was just truly amazing. It's just, gosh, you guys really need to go listen to those two by her, because, oh gosh, yes. Okay, next one. Penguin asks, what are your 5 least liked creepypastas and why? Day of All the Blood, because it's just stupid. Who Was Phone, because it was horribly written. One that we don't talk about anymore, and if I do, Bunny will kill me, so yeah, but that is in my top 5 least liked, because just no. Rocket Ton. I had someone a long time ago kept borderline almost harassing me to read it, would not stop pestering me about reading it, and then went after like a couple other narrators, just kept messaging and commenting and just read it, oh my god, read it, please read it, you need to do it really quick because I asked Mr. Creepypasta and you should do it before he does it, and blah blah blah, and it's just like, dude. And in the end I just had to, like, I'm really bad at doing things on time. Like, someone asked me to read Rainbow Factory. It took me a year to actually do it. But I mean, Rainbow Factory was an hour and a half long total. I mean, come on. But, it took me 6 months to actually put that together, so. But it was just like, I read through Rocket Ton and it was horribly written. The pictures were pathetic and it was just... I never ever want to have to read through that again, and I would not narrate it because it was bad. Maybe the 5th one, that was just a really bad one that I don't like. I guess it really wouldn't be a specific one, it would just be any and all pastas involving Shrek, because I hate Shrek with a passion. Like, it's probably the one thing that I am closest to actually hating, because I honestly do not possess the ability to hate anything or anyone. But I swear that's probably one of the closest things that I am to hating. It's just... I don't know. I've never seen any of the Shrek movies, and I never ever want to. I will never narrate anything that has to do with him. I will not help anyone with a collaboration that has to do with it. It's just... I don't know why. I just have an overwhelming hatred towards it, and I won't do it. Evil Black Bunny asks, do you have or want any piercings or tattoos? I have 4 piercings. I had 5, but I think that one's closed up. I've got the normal earlobe ones. I've got a second earlobe one on my right side, which is gauged to 14 gauge, I believe it is. It's the belly button ring. And then a cartilage on the right side, which is a 16 gauge. For about 6 months back in 2010, I had a belly button piercing, but it didn't work out. A week after getting it, I fell on the wet grass, flat on my stomach, and then it never healed properly. I've got scar tissue there. I kind of want to get it done again, but I don't know if it's possible to pierce through or around scar tissue. I keep getting like yes and no between it, and I don't know. People say, yeah, it's fine, it's totally fine. Sometimes it makes it stronger, and other people are like, no, don't do it. Oh my god, it'll cause blah 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 and this and that and stuff, and I don't know. But yeah. As for tattoos, I have one. It's on my right shoulder blade. It's Japanese kanji for love. I originally got it because I used to be a huge Naruto fan, and any of you who've seen it know that Gaara has it on his forehead. I printed out the picture of the like just the symbol. Kept the picture in my wallet for 2 years, and then decided that I still wanted it because I did, so that's what I got. And it's love, and the world can use a lot more love, and it's a good reminder, and it is something that I am totally okay with having when I'm 80. So, I kind of do want another one, another tattoo that is. If I got it, it would either be a small thumb-sized red heart just above my waistline on my tummy, or I saw this one that was gorgeous. Oh shoot, nope, there's two of them that I'm thinking of now. One of them was a shoulder blade one. It was like one of those white dandelions, and it was like the seeds of it blowing away across the shoulder blade, and I thought it was just beautiful. I don't know why, it's beautiful. And I thought, oh, that would be so pretty to have. Ever since I was in first grade, I kid you not, ever since I was in first grade, I've always wanted a butterfly tattoo on my lower back. But then when I found out, people were like, oh, that's a tramp stamp and blah, 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 I won't get it now. It's like, obviously that's not what it would be for me, but, you know, I don't need people thinking that about me or anything. The other tattoo that I'm debating about would be more of like a full back covering, or like a half, well, sort of full back, but not particularly. It would go from like my bottom right side on the hip up to the left shoulder blade, and it would be the branch of a sakura tree, which is a cherry blossom tree. I find them gorgeous, and I saw a tattoo a long time ago of one, and it was a gorgeous tattoo, and I would love to get it done, but it would probably be ridiculously expensive. I could probably never save up for something like that, but if I had the money for it, or if I could find someone who's good at it who would do it at a discount, I would definitely have that done. I don't find tattoos painful, by the way, just throwing that out there, because I got mine done, and there's so many people, oh, it hurts so bad on the shoulder blade. It just felt like vibrations to me. It didn't hurt at all. So, on to the next question. I've got 2 questions left. Oh man. First question is, what one pasta do you never want to read? This one's by Evil Black Bunny. I will never read Sweet Apple Massacre. I made the mistake of reading it. I will never narrate that. Never. Never, 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 never. And I know some people hate when people say never, but just no. That's not okay. I do not tolerate that sort of stuff. It's just not okay. Final question from my Q&A comes from Evil Black Bunny. And she asks, if I lick you, do I become you? No, don't lick me. No, actually it's totally fine if you want to lick me, go for it. But the only thing is I taste of glitter and rainbows. So you will not become me, but your tongue will be covered in glitter and rainbows. So that's really up to you if you want to do that or not, Bunny. So, that, my dear friends, is my seemingly hour-long Q&A. So I hope you, yep, just hit an hour. So I hope you all enjoyed this very much. I need to go get something to drink because my mouth is like, bleh. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions, and after seeing how long this actually went, I'm not gonna be going through and typing in the questions as I go along for each of this, so I'm just gonna, you guys are just gonna have to, well, you already have seen it, you're gonna be looking at beautiful, wonderful pictures that I've taken throughout the years, so, yeah. Thank you all for submitting Q&A and stuff. As much as I hate Q&As, I genuinely, absolutely loved doing this. And I got a lot more questions than I thought I would, which made me thrilled. I know a lot of them were, like, you know, multiples from people, but that's totally fine. It makes me happy and it's fine, and then, you know, get to, like, tease them and stuff. But, bottom line, or final message to you guys on this is, if you're looking for something creepy to go listen to now, you need to go watch The Yellow Wallpaper by I'm the Evil Black Bunny. She is my personal favorite narrator. I just absolutely adore how well she can do different voices. And she's like amazing at creepy demonic voices. She's done voices for me so many times, and there's going to be so many times more that I'm going to have her in collaborations with me, because it's just amazing to work with her, and she just kind of knows how to do things. And I'll just be like, I need a creepy voice. It's like a demon. This is the lines. And then she'll come back with stuff that once she's done it and you listen, you're like, that's her? Holy crap. Or like, you don't even know it was like a human that did it. It's just, it's amazing. And I mean, come on, who doesn't like a human-sized black rabbit with fire red eyes? So definitely go check her out. Yes, The Yellow Wallpaper. And I'm actually probably gonna go listen to that now while this exports, because it's gonna take forever. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for submitting things. Thank you all so very much for the over 5,000 subscribers, and I will see you all in a couple days when I post another creepypasta. So yes, stay scary, guys.